All right, we are out here hiking. We're out in the White Mountains, hiking Mount Willey. Definitely one of the easiest 4,000 footers to do. And I've already done Tom and Field, the neighboring peaks on the ridgeline. So I thought this would be a good one to start the season. Test out the new Sandals, BEDROCK CAIRN 3Ds. It's the new BEDROCK sandals. Just got them about a week ago. I've only hiked maybe a total of 4 miles within that time frame, so this will be the really first good tester day. But so far they're super comfortable. I love how lightweight they are. You don't really get a lot of blisters at all, so good grip on the bottom too. Just gotta worry about stubbing your toe, basically. Let's get it. Should be an easy 4,000 footer. All right, we're at the Ripley Falls Heath and Pond Fork. It's only like about 2.5 mile hike. So hopefully we can peak under an hour. That'd be pretty sweet. But it is the first hike of the season, so we will see. So probably about a 1/4 mile now. Been walking with little pebbles and whatnot underneath my feet in the sandals. But if you have them tight enough, all that stuff is so small, it really doesn't bother you like you think it would. So I've yet to stub my toe in these sandals. Usually I'll just hit the bumper like that in the front. Early in the week I was walking my dog and I tripped on a root. As you can see, got a little bit of a scratch on my toe, but that's the worst injury I've gotten from wearing these sandals, so far so good. So those creek crossings where you dunk your feet in the water, you definitely get a little pebbles and whatnot under your feet, but the pebbles end up working themselves out. They don't really bother you. It's pretty surprising. So right where that side strap meets the side of the foot, I was feeling some hot spots, so put some liquid tape on there. Should be all better. That's the only really contact point that really makes a lot of friction. Everything else is nice. The heels are fine. Let's keep going. All the stairs are gone now. Ooh. So we just went out. Oh, we got more to come. Whew. Take the stairs all the way up. Kind of a nice view there. I don't know if you can tell, but trees are thinner, shorter now. Changing forest to coniferous, so we're almost at the peak, very close. That looks like there's gonna be a view at the top. That's for sure. Here's the summit of Mount Willey. Made it. See that? Hour 25 up. 2.62 miles to the top. Right now we are at an outlook. We're off the peak. Sandals held up great. That is the only downside of finding of them is definitely a hot spot on the side from that strap there. So definitely gonna have to callus up the sides of my feet, wear these more so I can go hiking in them more, but these are awesome. Highly recommend hiking in sandals. Super fun. Got a little buddy with us. Absolutely no view. This is a cool little outlook, little rock area. Hanging with the bro. Alright, not much of a view up here. Rest for a little bit, got some water, so gonna head out, go back down. So yeah, so dry rocks downhill definitely have some traction, but if it's a bit wet, it's gonna be a little bit slippery, which most shoes are like that. So not the biggest red flag. Surprisingly, still no stub toes. Every time that I would go to stub it, the tip of the sandal kind of just blocks it as a little barrier. And wearing these sandals, you do think about your next step a bit more. So, kind of harder to stub your toe. Also, now that the straps have dried completely, those hot spots on the outsides of my feet kind of going away. So I think that's kind of just from the wet strap that makes hot spots, which is a really good sign. Just gotta avoid getting them drenched. It should be solid. Coming up on these wooden stairs. See how going down them is. Going up them was a bit sketchy. So down them might be fun. Let's see. This last set is really nice. Then it gets sketchy from here. This one's nice. No missing steps. Oh, there's one. Whoa. That was slippery. So yeah, that kind of stuff makes you slip a bit. But if that was dry, it'd probably be nice and grippy. Crazy. Going back down this wet rock slab. See how they perform. Yeah, it seems if you just kind of do slow and methodical foot placement, nothing too fast and loose, you should be able to get traction. Woo! Ho ho! That's what I'm talking about. Shit is nice and slippery. You gotta watch out for that. I am noticing some hot spots right here in the middle of the toe strap. I haven't wore sandals like this style of sandal, probably like 20 years. So I think once I build up a callus there, it'll be fine. Yeah, but right now it's not even that bad of a hot spot. It doesn't really bother me too much. So I think it'll just callus over pretty easily. Other than that, we're doing good. Side straps, no friction. Definitely helps not dunking them in water, but had to try it out for the video. Really give them a test. They held up really well. Feet are not that banged up. Didn't get any cuts or anything like that, so that's great. All right, we're about at the end of the hike, almost at the bottom. So takeaways of the day for the BEDROCK CAIRN 3Ds. Definitely a bit squirrely when it gets wet out. On wet roots and rocks, don't have the best grip. And the sides, those side straps are a friction point. Also the middle toe, but I honestly think that that middle toe hot spot is simply from not wearing this type of sandal for like 20 years. I haven't worn the split toe sandals in a while, so I think that's just irritation from lack of wearing that style. So as for getting things stuck under your feet, that's not really a problem at all. Just have them tight enough, and the pebbles that do get stuck under there are so small and they'll work their way out, so it's not that big of a deal. Ticks, I've heard people complain about ticks hiking in sandals, which I don't really get, because they're going to cling to you anyway and they always work their way up. They don't embed themselves into your feet. If anything, I think it would be harder for them to cling onto you, to grab onto your feet. Can't find too many other downsides other than the grip and the hot spots, which both might get better over time if the outsoles soften up a bit, and then if I get calluses on my feet just by wearing them over time. I've only been wearing them for about a week now, so definitely not used to wearing them yet. My feet gotta get adjusted. All in all though, absolutely amazing sandals. No cuts, no scrapes, no stub toes, all through the rocks and roots of New Hampshire. These 4,000 footer trails can get pretty steep and rocky, so I thought this would be a great test out the sandals, and it was. My first impressions are this is a super good adventure sandal. Highly recommend. If you want to feel a little closer to the ground when you're hiking, take off the big hiking boots, grab a pair of sandals.